Hey, what's up? In this video, I'll be showing you how to repair your Samsung washing machine giving you a SUD error or SUD error. Now you might look at this and think that your washing machine looks different. Yours might be a bit newer or a bit older. Either way, whatever it looks like, it's the same thing inside. So I'll be covering the same thing for your washing machine as well. They look different on the outside, but inside it's the same thing. So the SUD error is telling you that there's too much foaminess or air in the system. So that triggers that error code. So usually this is caused by putting in too much washing powder or washing liquid. So the first thing you get that error, what you want to do is you want to check in your soap drawer and see how much soap is actually in there, or if you have any soap that's been left over in there. So just open up your soap drawer, have a look. And the other thing is fabric softener as well. If you put in too much fabric softener and then it's just clogging up, that can also create problems. So what you want to do is, sometimes you're not able to actually see the soap there. So you want to take off the whole drawer itself. So there's a tab inside. So if you look just there where my finger is, you push it down, you pull it out. So this is similar for most Samsung washing machines. There will be a tab in there. That will be a bit gross in the washing machine because you never see that area before. You just look on the outside. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that there's no soap stuck in there or anything in there that's gunky. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this panel and this top cover and this front panel, because we want to make sure that there's nothing stuck in the pipe. So if you've checked there's not too much soap, then the problem lies somewhere else. So to fix that problem, you're going to need just a Phillips head screwdriver, flat screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. Simple and easy. It's an error that you can reset by fixing what we're about to fix right now. So you'll take out these two screws. Beautiful. When you take out these two, just put them somewhere where you remember they'll be. Then we are going to take the top cover off of the washing machine. So the top cover will be this bit. So there's two screws holding it, one here and another one on that end. To remove the top cover, you simply push it back and pull it up, and it comes out just like that. Put it to the side. Then we're gonna take 4 screws off the top. So there's some screws on the top here that we need to remove in order to remove this. So 1, 2, and 3. To give you an idea as well what happens with SUD, this is the sensor that senses the pressure in the chamber. So if there's air or too much foam in it, then it will give you the SUD error. So we'll have a look at that sensor as well as we do this. But first things first, we're going to take off that panel and see what's happening. When you have those screws off, you're going to lift these tabs. So there's tabs. Even though we've taken out the screws, there's tabs holding this in place. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you just need to lift those tabs and there'll be arrows to show you how to move it. You can see that one's got arrows which you can move. Once you've removed it from those tabs, you can simply pull it up and just put it on the top just like that. Set it there and that will be right where it is. We need to remove these 2 screws. So there's 1, 2 screws there And then at the bottom, there's 3 more screws holding this panel in place. But before we remove that panel, we actually need to open the door, and then there's a retaining spring that's holding this seal to this panel. So take your flathead screwdriver and remove that retaining spring. So to remove that retaining spring, you sort of feel around it with your screwdriver like I'm doing, like so. And as you go around, you'll feel some ribbing or some vibrations as you go. It won't be flat, so that's where the spring will be. So you just need to put your screwdriver in there and just pull it outwards, and then just pull this retaining clip out. Put it in the washing machine so that you don't lose it or forget it. And then just put the seal inside. We're halfway there. So before we go any further, what we need to do is right here where you've got your filter, you can leave that like that. That will be right. There's nothing obstructing. So now we're up to these 5 screws. So 1, 2, and then there's 3 at the bottom. We'll take off the ones at the bottom first, since they're the hardest. And I'll show you a little trick that you can do. So just pull your washing machine a bit forward, and then push it back and lean it against your wall. That way you can easily access the screws at the bottom. So if you put it just right, it'll just sit there and you can access those screws. So I'm sure if you guys can see the screws, all right. So here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 screws, 2 on the outer, 1 in the middle. So remove those screws and then we can move on to the next step. Beautiful. We'll remove the 2 screws at the top. So 1 on the left and the other one on the right. When you've removed those, to remove this panel, you just simply hold it at the top and pull it up and out. Now as you're pulling it, just be mindful that on the right there is a door switch. So you actually need to just sort of slowly push it to the side like that. And you can see there's a door switch here. If you feel around at the back, there's a tab. Just pull down this wiring harness and it comes out. And then this can be free to go to the side. We're going to remove this weight, this counterweight. So if you've got a 13 mil socket, you can undo it. So it's just held in place by 3 bolts. And to take it off, just make sure you don't drop it. Carry it properly and put it to the side. Right. If we come to the bottom of the washing machine, there's about 3 pipes there that we want to have a look at. So the first one is this one that takes the water from your main tub into your drain. We're going to check that to make sure there's nothing obstructing it, things like coins or pieces of clothing that got stuck in there. So we're going to undo it by taking our out. There's a screw here, so you just undo that one. So to undo that, it's clockwise. One of those fancy fittings, and that just pulls out just like that. Then over here you'll see there's this like spring that you just pull out, and then that means you can pull out this this drain plug. All right, I want to show you what I've just discovered on mine, what's going on. So this is good when that actually happens. You actually open stuff and you can find stuff, see what's happening. So in there, you can have a look at that. That is no good for the washing machine. I'll put it down here. See all that. What that does is remember the sensor that I was telling you about, the pressure monitor? So this sensor here has this little tube running, and it's got a chamber down here, so this chamber, and if it's filled up with particles like these, it's gonna run up and cause issues in sensing the right amount of water and all that type of stuff. So we're gonna remove that as well. But before we get to that, I just want you to have a close look at what's happening in here. I'm not sure if, all right, there we go. So you can see here is supposed to be a hole, and you can see there's a coin stuck in there. That's a $50 coin, 50-cent coin. So that's preventing the water from draining out. So you see sometimes it drains and it's slower draining and you wonder what's going on. So whenever you remove this, just make sure you check that and remove that. So to remove that, I'm gonna open the filter because it's really stuck in there. It's a wonder how it was draining out the water. And there you go. That coin is out. You can go buy yourself an ice cream, whatever it's worth. There we go. Beautiful. So that's sorted. I'm also going to check that pressure chamber that I'm telling you guys about. We need to check that and make sure that there's nothing obstructing the flow of air and water there. So to remove that, it's a simple screw. So it's a Phillips head screw. So you just remove it like that, and drop it like I did mine, and now it's all hanging just like that. It's all hanging now. Just trying to get in there. All right, so you can just pull it down. Just be mindful not to break this hose. Undo the clamp holding it. Whew, it's really in there tight. So just undo the clamp holding it. Beautiful. That's it. So when you undo it, you can remove it and give you an idea. That's what we have. I'm gonna take mine and I'm gonna go and wash it in the sink. Get it all in there. Make sure all this gunk is gone because that's confusing this. You see this, how small that hole is? That's how messed up it can get. If you don't clean it, then stuff will get clogged in there and then it starts giving you the SUD error. So you want to make sure that you remove things like that. That will take care of our SUD error problem. Another thing you want to do also is this hose. You want to also remove it and go clean it in case some things have ended up in there. And I usually like to just blow through it to make sure nothing's stuck in there. So that's pretty good. So that's about how you fix it. Another thing you want to check out as well, if you still having issues, you haven't found anything, you've cleaned all that, you also want to check over here, the soap dispenser, the water dispenser. You want to make sure that that's clean and there's nothing in there obstructing the water from getting in at the right amount. the right rate. So what we're going to do is we are going to remove that and clean it up. To remove it, there's a Phillips head screw holding it here. Undo that, comes off. Ooh, that's hanging. All right. Then that's hanging as well. Jeez, it's in pieces, this thing, but we'll get to it. Then next thing we're going to do is there's this clip that's holding everything. Just pull that, and I'll show you this one as well, guys. This is the thing that really needs to be cleaned as well. So just pull that screw to the side, and you'll see there's a tab here. You open that and you remove that, and it's out. You can see that how dirty that is, gunky, dirty. Hey, clean that as well. Make sure you clean all that gunk, otherwise you still get Sud error. So to close it up, just do everything we did in reverse. If you're confused or get lost during the process, you can always rewind and see what we did before. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. If you found any value in this video, gently smash that like button. It goes a long way to help out this channel for more people to discover this content and find value to repair their washing machines as well. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, as we do post a lot of these videos. You never know what will break down next on your washing machine. I cover a lot of topics. Your friends, your family might need someone to fix their washing machine, and I'll just be right there in your inbox. As always, it's been a pleasure. Till next time, cheers.